right, so I'm in the shop today right now, just working on my son's two-wheel drive Traxxas Slash. You can see we've got both trucks here. We did unbox these a few videos ago, and he's in school right now. I thought I'd give him a bit of a surprise because it's dropping some snowflakes outside right now, just the beginning of our winter at this point in time. And this two-wheel drive truck I got for two reasons. One, to really kind of help him learn his first faster vehicle. He just turned 5 recently. So a rear wheel drive vehicle won't give him a huge amount of control, which means it'll help him learn a little bit of throttle control. Plus it's offset by the Traxxas stability management, which is like a gyro based system, which helps him keep the front of the vehicle straight when it's, you know, kind of being fishtaily or squirrely. And you can control that the whole system via the radio. So I could get into more of that. I have before, but the other reason why is because a two-wheel drive system in the snow will finally allow me to put on some skis. You can see the other truck in the background there is already converted and waiting. I want to show you these. I've always wanted skis on a two-wheel drive, and finally I get it. A few months ago I put in an order for these T-Bone Racing V3 snow skis. I've had them for a little while. I didn't want to install them until we had some snow, at least in the forecast, but these are fantastic. I think landed in Canada in the Canadian dollar was like 35 bucks. But you guys go to tboneracing.net and check out what kind of skis they have. Tell them RC Sparks sent you. I'm sure they'd get a kick out of finding out they're on the show. Here is the Traxxas paddle tires that I'm going to be installing, $58.91. I only need 2 of these, again, because it is a rear-wheel drive car. There's no drivetrain up front here. There's just a couple of turnbuckles, a servo, and I'm going to show you how to switch over to these skis right now. Okay, first thing I want to do is remove this front tire. That way I can gain access to the turnbuckle itself. So removing the lock nut, I'm going to remove the body. From what I understand about these skis, they actually work with any two-wheel drive Traxxas product, like the Rustler and so forth. Well, the two-wheel drive Rustler. Look at these. I believe that's Delrin. I'm going to have to take a guess on that. It's nice and smooth, super smooth. A really simple design. Well, let's get that in focus here. The main piece for this install we're going to focus on is this top block. And after watching the T-Bone Racing video on how to install these, basically it's almost going to be identical because an install is an install. But their hint is to remove these 2 screws, which removes this block completely. So I'm going to use a number 2 hex bit adapter. I could use a drill, but I don't mind doing a little bit of hand turning here. They're short screws. Fits like this. This is where the turnbuckle arm is going to attach to, and this is where the kingpin in the turnbuckle is going to go through. I'll show you what I mean. And all I have to do is remove the nut, because then I can slide this right out of the arm, the steering arm. This front hole is going to line up with that kingpin hole that we took out, but there was a small bag of hardware that comes in that bag with the ski. There is a spacer and a washer. There's one for either side, plus a longer screw. Okay, so I'm going to take that kingpin and just slide it in the receiving hole on the bottom, right till it's poking through, and I'm going to take that first spacer, pop the spacer on. Now I have the block. The first hole on the block, which is up here, that's where I'm going to mount that up, and I'm going to slide it in and up and through. Before I finish threading it through the top, I'm going to slide a small washer in at the top there so we have range of motion when I do this. I'm going to do this off camera, but then you know exactly what to do. Once that is threaded in, we're going to move this arm over and use the longer screw that's provided to thread that down. So we're going to line that up, take the original 2 screws that were there, and lock them down into place. I'm hand turning these because I don't want to over tighten the plastic. You get one shot at that, right? So there we go. That ski looks absolutely fantastic. Okay. Now these are directional tires. If you've never seen these before, here you go. These are the 2.2 size, yeah. But you can see the inside rim is made for a short course. These are directional. You can install them backwards. You want to have them clawing into the dirt for the propulsion. So these scoops actually spit the dirt or snow or sand out the back. So like that. Okay, looking like a snow rocket, basically. This looks absolutely fantastic, right? This is ready to take on any kind of snow or ice or slush. But one of the things I noticed when I put the body on, apart from it looking fantastically aggressive, I love the way it looks already. My son is going to absolutely be over the moon. But look at this. In the back, a lot of people asked me when we first got these machines why I chose the higher center of gravity. And it's because I do live on a ranch, but also because for the winter time, I want quite a bit of belly clearance. So I'm going to take this off. Remember the old parts tree, the one that we normally throw away? Well, this usually has some really good parts in it. And one of these things that it has, of course, are these shock collars. These shock collars are of different thicknesses, and this is to actually raise your shocks on the shock reservoirs. Let me show you what I mean. Okay, so a lot of people actually ask me how to do a lift on a vehicle. And though this is just a spring tensioner, you can see how much the spring sags under the weight of the vehicle itself, the motor, the ESC, and whatever. So I'm going to compress this shock, getting that top shock perch to go with the spring. There is one shock tensioner in there already. I'm going to add one more because I'm not racing in the dirt. I'm going to be racing in the very soft snow. So there, and then again right on the other side. The parts tree has 2 shocks for me, so I can do 2. So this and this. Done. Those are snapped into place. Now, when I back this up, have a look at it. Look at that. Now I don't have that rubbing. I've got a nice, even, balanced ride. Plus, I still have lots of suspension where I need it, but it bounces up fairly close to where I'd like it to be level. Should make Morris happy when he gets home. He keeps switching bodies between me back and forth from blue to red. And that's the best thing about these trucks is when you have 2 and you're able to share between mother and daughter, or mother and son, or father and son, or whomever. You can just switch bodies, right? And it's basically a brand new ride. Remember, when you're done, keep your axle stubs, right? Because you're going to want these back when everything gets warm. But here you go, guys. Da-da-da-da-da. I even brought up Morris's truck so you guys could have a good look. Black on blue on a bit of red here. His truck is done, and my truck is done as well. He is going to be beaming from ear to ear when he sees this, as am I. Look at this. What an aggressive looking couple of snow machines, hey? Makes me wonder if the airflow that comes underneath this when we're going quick, I wonder if this is going to cause a lot of a parachute effect, right? Gets a lot of air and tries to lift up a bit because there isn't a big rotating massive wheel there. But these are questions I'm always interested in learning about in our hobby, right? This is what I love about the hobby is that it's always offering me something new to be creative, something new to learn every single day, and new ways to connect with the community like you guys, right? Let me ask you guys, comment question of the day. Should we do black, like black ski, blue body, Or, right, red on red. Or should we do blue body, Hot Wheels like red ski, and then straight up Mark Jenkins? I like this. I like this setup. Of course, you all know my 5-year-old son is going to be the final picker of this, but I want to know what you guys think. Blue and red or blue and black? Comment down below. See you in the next episode of RC Adventures, guys. Get outside and have some fun. Bye for now.